Good morning, first graders. Today we are on page 327, and it says, excuse me, today I will find the unknown addend by comparing numbers in word problems, and I underlined that tell how many fewer or how many more are in a group. So we're going to be doing word problems today, but we're not going to be told both addends. We're going to have to use this idea of fewer and more to help us find the addends. Okay, so they give us some examples here in the vocabulary section. They give us a more example and they give us a fewer example, boys and girls, but I'm just going to get started and show you what this looks like and how I would attack solving them. Okay, so here's my first one. And if you notice, I already underlined more version word problem because we're going to see an example of a more version word problem and of a fewer version word problem. Okay, so I'm going to read this, but they're already telling me it's more, but let's actually read the word problem. It says, Jaden has 3 points. Tommy has 4 more points than Jaden. How many points does Tommy have? Okay, so they tell us that Jaden has 3 points. So I know Jaden has 3 points. So I might actually draw what Jaden has. So I'm going to do a J for Jaden. And Jaden has 3 points. I might use a different color. Jaden has 1, 2, 3 points. Okay, it says Tommy has 4 more points than Jaden. So we have Tommy, and he has 4 more than Jaden. Okay, 4 more. So he has what Jaden has. So he has to have what Jaden has. So he has the same as Jaden. The same. I'm going to connect them to show they have the same. But then it says Tommy has 4 more than Jaden. So I'm going to give Tommy 4 more than Jaden has. And my question says, how many points does Tommy have? Okay, well, I can add up how many points Tommy has here. I can say, because they had the same, but Tommy now has 1, 2, 3, 4 more than Jaden. So I can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tommy has 7 points. But what they want me to do in my directions, boys and girls, is they want me to write an equation. So they want me to write the equation. Well, so what would my equation be? Well, Jaden had 3 points, plus Tommy had 4 more points than him. So my answer is 7 because my question says how many points does Tommy have? And Tommy has 7 points. Tommy has 7 points. Okay? So that would be our answer right there, that Tommy has 7 points. Okay, let's try another one of these. This one's going to be a fewer word problem, a fewer. So I already underlined that this one is a fewer word problem. So we're going to do the same idea though, okay, but it's a fewer word problem. So it says, there are 8 watermelon. There are 8 watermelon, okay? So there are 8 watermelon. I would maybe want to underline that. There are 2 fewer watermelon than apples. How many apples are there? Okay, so let's start with this. So I know how many watermelon do I have? I have 8 watermelon, it says. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8 watermelon, and then it says there are 2 fewer watermelon than apples. Okay, so I have apples. Well, If there's two fewer watermelon than apples, that means there's more apples than watermelon. So I'm going to first give the apples the same as the watermelon. I'm going to give them the same so they match. So they both have the same, and I'm connecting them so you can see that they're the same. So the watermelon has 8 right now, and apples have 8, but it tells me there's 2 fewer watermelon than apples. Fewer means less. So if there's 2 less watermelon, I need to give the apples 2 more. I need to give them 2 more to show that there's 2 more of them. Okay, so what is my equation then? Well, we have 8 watermelon plus there were 2 more apples. So the question says, how many apples are there? Well, the apples had these 8, but they had 2 more than the watermelon because this had fewer. 2 fewer, which means this had 2 more. So now we can count them. We can say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 apples, and the watermelon has 2 fewer, which means they only have 8. Okay, boys and girls, let's try some of these together. Our first one is on page 328. On page 328, and it looks like this. And it says, there are 6 butterflies. There are 6 butterflies. There are 5 more orange butterflies than black butterflies. How many orange butterflies are there? Okay, so what do we have? We have 6 black butterflies, boys and girls. So we're gonna put B for our black butterflies. And how many do we have? 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black butterflies. Okay, it tells us there are 5 more orange butterflies than black butterflies. So our other thing we're comparing are orange butterflies. So we can put OB, orange butterflies. And it says there's 5 more orange butterflies. Well, let's first make them the same. Let's make them the same. So let's make them have the same. And I'm going to connect them to make sure I make them have the same. But then it says there are 5 more orange butterflies. So the orange butterfly has to have 5 more. So we made them the same. Now let's add 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more orange butterflies. Okay. So our question says, how many orange butterflies are there? Well, we had how many to start with? We had 1, and we can count them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 6, and we added how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there were 6, and we added 6 black butterflies. We added 5 more to the orange. And how many are there total orange? We can go back and count them all. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 orange butterflies total. 11 orange butterflies. Okay, let's look at our next one. Excuse me. It says, Joy sang 7 songs. Joy sang 5 fewer songs than Lex. How many songs did Lex sing? Okay, so what do we know? We know that Joy sang 7 songs. So Joy, we can put a J, has 7. So let's give her 7. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can count them to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It says Joy sang 5 fewer songs than Lex. Okay, so our next person is Lex, and let's give him the same amount as Joy to start with. Ready? 1. So we're going to give them the same amount to start with. Okay, but then it says Joy sang 5 fewer than Lex. So Joy is fewer, which means less, which means Lex has to be more. Because if Joy is fewer, Lex has to be more. So how many, we need to give him 5 more so Joy can be 5 fewer. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what would our equation be then? Well, Lex had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that were the same as Joy. But then because Joy was 5 fewer, Lex had to be 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then he had 5 more. And the question says, how many songs did Lex sing? So how many total does he have? And we can go back and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Lex has 12 total. 12 total songs, and Joy had 7 total. Okay, boys and girls, make sure when you're doing these that you're labeling them and make sure that you're connecting what they have the same, and then make sure you're adding the more to the correct person. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.